Hope everybody's been good. On vacation, but been doing a lot of thinking, so we're going to do a channeling with the ancients. So just give me a couple minutes, and I think they're going to talk about the love again and finish up with that topic. So just give me a minute. The last time we left you, we were talking about love and the powerful energy that love is. The human species is a complicated humanoid. Part of you is an animal. And then the soul that comes in here is the one that looks for love. And within your propaganda of your world, as we said in our last channelings, you're dictated to get married, stay with one person, raise a family, and love that person. And we questioned everybody on thinking about love, what love really is. A lot of people do not understand what love is about, for they're lonely. They do not know how to receive love, or do not know how to give love. And they get very mixed up. And also too, love comes with experience. Through a failed marriage, a failed relationship. Whatever the case may be, feeling is love, but understanding about love is one other thing. And the human in the heart chakra is a very unique experience to have when one enters into this dimension. Love as you know it was taught to you. It is not like it is in other galactic areas or sectors, or even on the other side of the veil, as you say. Love is a universal feeling of joy, partnership. You can have the love of a town, a love of a material thing, a love of a spouse, a family member, love of yourself. Love is an ever unfolding search, which everyone comes here for, to experience. One of the main factors that many people come here for with love is that it's a great teacher. On the other side of the veil, love isn't what you would call on this side. Love is a double-edged sword. There's that old saying, there's a thin line between love and hate. Love teaches the soul on this side how to deal with relationships, whether successful, failed, with oneself. It's a great powerful tool which your current controllers try to shut away from you. Love opens doors. It calms the soul, the mind. It energizes you. It is your power center. When you unleash the power of love, and what we mean is, on a soul level, you are unstoppable. That's why we said in our last session, to forget what you were taught about love and use your feelings about love. Your religions, your parents, your community give you a structure of what love is about. Most religions are based on love, yet many wars are caused by religions. Not what you would call true love. Love isn't about ownership. Love is about acceptance, gratitude. When we set this sector up, as we said in the past, we are not teachers. We are guides. We are way showers. We do not teach. because we are not only our teachers, but students, leaders, followers. Life is ever unfolding, and not one thing or anything has the answer for everything. If someone tells you they have the direct answer or the absolute answer, you should go a different way. Life is ever unfolding. And that's why many of you come here. Our conduit came here in search of love. He was given a recent glimpse of his multidimensional self and saw how, without compassion or love, how one can be. Love is a very powerful tool to teach, but it's also your power center to accomplish what you need in this world and unleash your true inner powers with your connectiveness to your higher self or your spirit guides. You come here to learn energy control, and love is one of them. And until you master your energies, one cannot progress. One needs to have a neutral look at love and at life. You have many groups talking about love and light, dark and demons. And we would like to say, as we set up this sector, it was supposed to be neutral. You needed both sides to figure out what one wants. Even if you look at your so-called light being groups, what one sees as the right way may be different from the other. Yet they fall on the same light category as you so-call. So which one of them is right if they're both in the light? See the dilemma that you put yourselves in? You look at everything black and white, and you gotta compartmentalize everything and give titles and understand how things work. We asked you to look at everything neutral. Do not judge, observe, acknowledge. That's how life unfolds. When you look at life from a neutral standpoint, you accept everything and as it unfolds. Now, we do not agree with how the current conditions of this sector are going when we set it up. Your galactic cousins came in and helped evolve and create life, but it wasn't for its general purpose. Everyone was supposed to have freedom to do what they want, not to be enclosed by these rules, regulations, told a certain way of doing things, whether it's from your so-called light or dark. We like the phrase net neutrality. We do not agree with the terms ascension or going from a 3D to a 5D world. What you must understand is it's called evolution, progressiveness. And as we said before, the ancient builder race. We are a multidimensional group of physical and non-physical. We are not teachers, we are guides, way showers, creators. We do not judge. We let life unfold. But the current conditions of your world, the way it's unfolding, was not its current intentions. Until all life is looked at non-judgmental and accepted, life will be evolving. You cannot put labels or say this is the way things should be. Everyone has a right to live their life on their own terms without harm to one another. In cooperation, acceptance. That is love. Universal love. When you let your fellow man do what they want, as long as it doesn't harm you or your community. We in the ancient builder race, as we said, we do not have leaders. Yet, we all are leaders, and we all are students. At times, there will be different point people where leadership needed to help get the others to the same level where the leader is. And then maybe at that time, the leader becomes a student. That is what we are trying to have you all understand. You are all the same at different points in your life. You will expect to lead, evolve. And we say we are not teachers, yet we share our channelings of wisdom because you are your own teacher. Teachers, as we say, give grades, either pass or fail. And when you go on the other side and you evaluate your time, you'll be your own teacher. Where you passed, what areas you failed. That's why we say we are neutral. Things need to be set in a neutral spot. And many of you talk about ascension from 3D to 5D in the light and love. What you are missing is looking at everything from a neutral standpoint, to restart everything, to let everything re-evolve, the acceptance of everyone and everything, because one energy's vision isn't right for all. Everyone will have their own vision, their own acceptance, what they deem as fit for life. So whenever someone, entities, channelers, tell you this is the one way it should be, it's a perspective view which shouldn't be. Everyone is empowered to create their own lives, their own reality, in unison and harmony with others. Once your species learns that and can get along with each other without taking advantage, in harmony, not shoving one's viewpoints down another one's throat, as your so-called saying goes, then you'll evolve. What looks like darkness now is just neutrality happening. Sometimes things need to fall apart in order to rebuild them. So even though it may seem as the darkness is winning, the darkness is needed to destroy so it can be rebuilt in a neutral perspective. But we have stressed upon before, your biggest enemy is artificial intelligence. And that's why we have come back to this sector. We cannot interfere for free will. Because when we made this sector, it was a free will sector and all things are accepted. But we can come here and reset and re-level everything back to a neutral position. So those of you that are expecting to ascend from dark to light, we're sorry to give you the bad news, but that is not the way it works. So do not expect everything to become, as you say, hunky-dory, or everything will be jolly. There's much work to be done. And things need to become neutral in order to be rebuilt. It's like we said, if you take many sides of the light, each one will have their own perspective of how the light should shine. And then you start all over again. Two sides of the light disagree, and they view each one as the dark, while they say and claim they are the light. And you're back to square one. Your energies are being reset in a calibration mode of neutrality over the next so-called years. And that means, even though the darkness may seem to be winning, it is actually needed to destroy the light, as well as the light is to destroy the dark. As you guys call the impenetrable force meets the unmovable object. So when you have two sides clashing together, it needs to be set back at neutral. And the basis of that is love. So we will leave you and want you to think about love in a totally different perspective. Forget what your community, your parents, your religions, your schools taught you about love. Love is what you make of it. Love is up to you. Love may be long-term, short-term. Love on this world is about lessons. Once you understand that, then the pain and the hurt will subside from you. Because many of you ask, how could someone hurt me if they loved me? And we say to you, love is a tool of a lesson within this world. It's nowhere near what it is on the other side of the veil. It can be remarkable, yet very deep cutting. But your power begins when you understand about love. Because then fear, anger falls by your wayside. And then you become within your power of love, your own power. And then no one or nothing can control you. And you become a creator. You become that bubble within a bubble of a force to be reckoned with, to change things. So do not think you have to go out and change the world. Just look at everything as neutral and try to be a good person and do the right thing. But being a good person and having your viewpoints means not shoving it down people's throat. You need to be an example for others, a way shower, not a dictator. We're telling people what they should or shouldn't do. Live your life to the fullest, happy, full of love, where others will take note of it. And eventually they'll come to their own conclusions. Now, if someone engages you and are attracted to you to talk about the topic, then by all means, share your experiences and viewpoints without telling them that's the way it has to be. Share your stories, express yourself in a general, open-ended forum for them to make their decisions. Just present the information. And then it's up to that individual if they're going to be their own teacher or not. You can't save everyone. You have to save yourself. And we reaffirm you this sector cannot be lost or will not be lost. For the ancient builder race, is resetting everything back to neutral. It will be up to you to decide how to build upon it. Alright, well, I hope everybody really enjoyed that. I'm a little burnt. I'm on vacation in Miami, so that's why I'm a little red. I had a good couple days. A lot of good information came through to me. A little spiritual vision quest that I needed to recalibrate myself and get me back to square one. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. I would have to say that was probably by far one of the most informative, best channelings they have ever come through. And a lot of good information on that one. A lot of good information. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be open to it, rethink everything, and take those words to heed. And play this video back a couple times because there's a lot of information you have to take in. So we'll catch you guys another time. Please leave your comments and likes. Bye.